Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I present to you Scrub Zero. Been a while since I did one of these at the computer, dear goodness. But this is about the time of year where I'll probably be doing more of these. I'll be in here more anyway. Playing games in my room is just not feasible. There'll be some days that I can do it, but it's gonna be, temperature's gonna get hot, and I'm better suited being here than in my room. But that's how it goes. I will say that will try to do some streaming of games. I don't know exactly how well or not well that will go. That'll depend on my work availability and a few other factors here at home, but I will see where that goes, and if possible, thank you, speaker button. If possible, I will be streaming some games. I don't know what games yet, but I'm looking into some games that I haven't played, and I want to get back into that. So, definitely try to do some of that. Also, there is a game I have been interested in since the announcement. I didn't really talk too much about it. Yeah. Shout out to T-Hub. Notification came up. He commented on my recent live. Yeah, shout out to T-Hub. Oh my goodness, he crazy. But there's a game, Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes. It's something I've been looking forward to since the announcement. I didn't really talk too much about it because as of recently, games have been come and go. I'm like it might be interesting, but I'm not trying to get too hyped up and then it come out. I'm like, oh, this was nothing I wanted it to be. And will there probably be things in the game I don't like? Yeah, but their demo did come out last week Wednesday, and played it, and I'm like, yo, I could get down with this. It took me a while to adjust to some of it. It only goes up to right before the main mission of chapter 4. But it does save your progress. I'll probably, if I am able to stream that game somehow, I'll do a review on it, and I get through all of it, but all the main parts at least. But as far as streaming, I don't know if that's going to happen or not. But if I do get to, I will do it from the very start. And if possible, I'd like to do it before playing through the whole game. So we'll see how that goes. But I am excited about it. For a little backdrop, 3 Hopes features characters from another Fire Emblem game, Fire Emblem 3 Houses. That is more Fire Emblem. That's more of a typical Fire Emblem game. This Fire Emblem thing, Warriors Muso game. If you play Dynasty Warriors, you'll have an idea of how those games play. That's more of what Fire Emblem is. But with how they set it up, it actually worked. At least how they made this game. Like you got the strategy dynamic of Fire Emblem with the gameplay of Dynasty Warriors. So that's pretty good. They did make another game a few years back, Fire Emblem Warriors. There's some, like, the story wasn't too great. Like, it was okay. Could have been better. Could have been a lot better. But the gameplay, at least for me, I was like it worked. Considering what kind of game Fire Emblem is and how Dynasty Warriors play, like the mix. As far as the gameplay made sense, it worked. It worked very well. Now, as far as it seems, the story of this game, Three Hopes, is shaping up to be good, and it's not as from what I've seen. Now, whether that proves true or not as it goes through is to be seen. But from what you can play up to, it doesn't seem as drawn out as Three Houses. Three Houses, like there's two parts to it basically, where where you're playing at an academy, a boarding school of sorts, and then you're going to war at the second part of the game. But aside from like a few details and basically perspective of um how each path, goes in the story, like you got three different paths. Aside from the different perspectives from each of those paths, it's pretty. A lot of these things are like all the key points are still the same, which kind of sucks. Because then you gotta play through all of it. It does get repetitive and a little annoying, honestly. I will not lie. There is New Game Plus, so there's a little. So it's not terrible, but it does get annoying. Especially if you're like me and you're trying to get as much done as you can with all the characters in the limited chapters. It does get annoying, but like us, even with that, it wasn't a bad game. It was a good game. Just wish that first part wasn't as dragged out, or that you could skip. Like you didn't have to go through the whole thing of it. But at least, but like after chapter 4 is really where the big changes is. Seem the first two chapters are no matter what path you got to get through the prologue and then you got to get through chapter 1. In chapter 1, then you pick your path, and then chapter 2 is still the same as far as that mission, but chapter 3 is when it starts diverging. Then you get the times. Game demos out it's kind of a spoiler. My bad. But all right, I might cut that out. I might not. Like you get your paths. At least, all right. So with Three Hopes, you get your paths, and then you'll see what it is. But unlike Three Houses, it does change up very quickly. Like you see the differences a lot earlier than you would in Three Houses. And for Three Hopes, you get to see how it goes about. So that's pretty good. And it makes it, at least for me, I'm like, all right, I want to see how all these things go. I want to see who does how these paths, because they do connect, but it's still, but you don't, but it's not as long as dealing with that first part. You're like, all right, so this is how you go about on this path. This is how you go about on this, and then so maybe there ends up being a true a true path that gets unlocked after beating all three. I don't know. Some of that speculation, because a lot of it is because I don't even know what happened after the main fight, chapter 4, so I can't even tell you. But it's a lot more you can do as opposed to how bare bones the first Muso game was. So we'll see. I don't know if I cut that out part or not. If you feel like if you're looking at this later on and you see I just made some type of jump, that means I cut it out. If I didn't, if you hear the whole thing, then you realize that there's some cutting out. I just didn't care. But I will put it in the title that there's a bit of spoilers. Nothing that's gonna. I don't think anything that'll make a world of difference as far as the game, in and of itself. But people do get a little annoyed when you even bring up small details that they haven't seen. I'm not getting too much into so I could kind of see where I spoiled it a bit, but like I ain't do anything like tell you who's doing what and all that. You better figure that out yourself. I'll give you a little bit. That's all I'll do. But Fire Emblem 3 Hopes does come out next week, Friday the 24th of June. I'm just mad I'm on vacation this week. I'm like, damn, I picked the wrong week. Like, yeah, I picked this week before the game was even announced, so it is what it is. It ain't even that deep, but I'm like, damn, I want to play this game now. That's how I feel like. I want to play now. I don't want to wait anymore. I played this time, I'm like, yo, I want to play now. Now. I guess it'll be that much more worth it when I do get to play in about 2 weeks. About a week and a half, I guess, would be more accurate now, but yeah. But I figured I'd do one of these at least. I haven't gotten to do this in a while, be at the computer and upload. So I finally got to do one in how long? We will be over. I'll be over at Jose's. Because Jose's streaming, doing the live for Game 5. So you know how we get over there. We go crazy. We talk all that good stuff, smack talk, and lament how bad some of the I already know. I already feel what's going to happen in this game as far as like I'm looking like, yo, why would you do this? So before I talk your ears off anymore and spend precious time out of your day, that you could be doing something else more productive, most likely, or less productive if that's what you want to go for. Hit the like button, share, subscribe if you're new, hit that notification bell to all. Like I said, hey, CS Jose Rodriguez, make sure you go subscribe to him, man. And I gotta catch up on a few other people. I gotta catch up on who did it, and there's I know Polo be throwing out videos. I gotta catch up with some of his BMK21 definitely, amongst others. But yeah, I appreciate everyone coming by. Like I said, the like button, all that good stuff. If you wish to donate to the page, by all means, it'll be greatly appreciated. The Cash App is Scrub0, SKRUBZERO. I'll say it one more time, because I feel like because people be wondering how I'll be talking. SKRUBZERO, Scrub0, just like my username. So if you wish to donate to the page, that's where you go to. I'll leave up a link down in the description box, along with all the other stuff I do in the description box. So, hope everyone's having a great day, wherever you're at. And until next time, I am Scrub0. I shall catch you all on the flip side.